We saw a lot of people. It was not an easy show to cast.
Gradually, we started to find that we were just picky for the right reasons.
We had done a pilot the year before David Schwimmer had auditioned for us, and he was his voice was in our heads. So we pursued him.
When I got the call, I was really surprised, and I flew back to Los Angeles. After that meeting, I was completely sold on doing the show.
You never knew she was a lesbian.
No, okay? Why does everyone keep fixating on that?
What's interesting is that for most of these parts, these were the only 6 people who nailed these parts.
Okay, Steve, you look in the kitchen, I will look in the back closet.
I can save you time, ladies. I'm right here.
Like Chandler, we saw a ton of people for Chandler, and I thought that was going to be the easiest part to cast because it's a lot of jokes.
All right, when was 1990?
Okay, you have to stop the Q-tip when there's resistance.
I guess my name had been on a list or something, but I wasn't available. I was doing another show.
Actor after actor, they're fine, they're okay, it's not funny. We started to doubt the material. We started to think, all right, something's wrong with the character, we need to rewrite this, we need to come up with different things. And then Matthew read it, and it's like, oh, well, there you go. We don't have to change anything, that's it, that's the guy.
I'm an actor, I have a process.
I auditioned for Phoebe. Yeah, it was the regular process, you know. I think I went in for the producers, and then Jim Burrows, who was directing the pilot, and then Warner Brothers, and I just remember there were like 15 people at that audition. Like, actresses were coming out shell-shocked. Like, did you see how many people were in there?
Lisa, we knew from Mad About You. There were a couple of things in Ursula, I think, that connected for us to Phoebe potential, but of course Ursula was, you know, mean, and while she was ditzy on one hand, she was kind of harsh in another, and Phoebe needed to be sweet.
Oh, I gotta go. Whoa, oh, head rush. Oh. One more and then I have to go. Cool.
Lisa showed us that she definitely had the sweetness inside of her.
You agreed to take me in sickness and in health. Well, this is my sickness.
Courtney lent herself to being Monica, especially once we started the show. It was very apparent that Courtney is a person who's in control.
People think that I was auditioning for Rachel. I wasn't, but they were considering me for that. But I read the script and thought that I should be up for Monica, so I kind of lobbied for that, and they let me do it.
I originally auditioned for Rachel.
Oh my God! I'm a woman!
But they thought, oh, too much penis.
You sick bastards.
Matt LeBlanc in real life is just your guy's guy, and that's what we needed Joey to be.
I auditioned, I think, like 8 times. I had to keep coming back and keep coming back, and the last one I read with Courtney and Jennifer.
You need anything, you can always come to Joey. Me and Chandler live right across the hall, and he's away a lot.
Rachel was the last we cast because she was also unavailable.
I auditioned for Rachel. They wanted me to come in for Monica, but I liked Rachel.
I got an interview. Where?
Saks Fifth Avenue. Oh, Rachel. Oh, it's like the mothership is calling you home.
We understood that what makes a great sitcom is great comedians, you know, and to find great comedic actors is what I think probably prolonged the process as long as it did.
We were looking for people who could take the words that we'd written and elevate them.
Pivot! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
The 6 of us first met at a table read. A couple of them had met, you know, through the audition process, reading with people, but I didn't meet any of them until the table read.
We just all read through the script, and it was amazing. It was, you know, it was sort of the time that I realized the kind of magic was existing in my life.
And I remember the first table read thinking, wow, these guys are great, you better pay attention.
Just hearing the way everybody, you know, their take on their character, because I read it and I, you know, made certain assumptions about what these other people were, and there were some surprises. It was really fun.
There's just something about just their unique sound.
As we were reading and in scene, I was discovering, oh, this is the voice of Phoebe. Oh, this is Chandler.
Where are they?
Yeah, this is nice. We never do anything just the 2 of us.
That's great. Maybe tomorrow we can rent a car and run over some puppies.
Ew, I don't want to do that.
They filled it the way I imagined it sounding.
Not one of us could have been traded out. It was like the six of us were like the perfect pieces of this puzzle, and it was great.
You have a third nipple?
You bitch. Whip it out, whip it out.
Come on. There's nothing to see. It's just a tiny bump. It's totally useless.
Oh, as opposed to your other multifunctional nipples.
Joey was in a porno movie.
If I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me.
When we first pitched the show, although we always said it was an ensemble show, we kind of thought of Phoebe and Chandler as a little more secondary, that they'll provide humor when we need it.
All right, here's my $7.50, but I think you should know that this money is cursed.
What?
Oh, I cursed it. So now bad things will happen to he who spends it.
That's all right. I'll take it. Bad things happen to me anyway. This way I can split them up with a movie.
They gave us much, much more than that. They became so central to the ensemble.
In the first season, we had to come up with a way to save some money on the next week's episode. So the idea that I came up with, that I gave to Morton and David, is somehow you need to create a story that involves no guest cast, that involves no additional sets. Somehow it all takes place in the basic sets of the apartment, and we add nothing to it. That vice became a virtue that became a hallmark of Friends, and we did the episode, the one when no one was ready.
You hide my clothes, I'm wearing everything you own.
Oh, my God! That is so not the opposite of taking somebody's underwear.
Look at me. I'm Chandler. Could I be wearing any more clothes?
There was an ease and a comfort and the way they worked off of each other, and you realized there's not a weak link.
I think these episodes where it just became about the six of them in the room were something we looked forward to each year on Friends. And I think we did at least one a year. And in some years we started to like the, as we call them, the bottle shows, the show inside of a bottle.
Hurry! Monica's gonna make you pack. She's got jobs for everyone. Now, it's too late for me, but save yourselves!
We actually started to do more of them, and just found that there was that great strength, and the show was at its best when the six of them were together in one room.
What a great night. Chandler can't do it. These guys kissed.
What? You guys kissed? Oh, this is huge.
No, it's really not huge.
And people thinking it's huge has led Monica to believe that we are stealing her thunder, which we are not.
Well, we're still talking about it, aren't we?
Well, yeah, that and Chandler's problem.